Welcome back to the top news channel RF Update. If you find my video useful, don't forget to click like and subscribe. Totally surrendered. Liz Truss cornered Macron with strong words about pragmatic fishing at G7. Speak out on fishing conflict between UK and France at G7 with pragmatic approach from Truss. A pragmatic approach to resolving differences over migration and fishing rights has been recommended by Liz Truss to her French counterpart. Some say, anyone who has any drops of club leaving this rotten can only look at the pure honey for our coming out of Macron and in the country. Dublin and Brussels. We must stand our ground and fully link this to the EU now. We've had to endure so much being humiliated and blamed by these self-serving idiots. When they realize how badly their economy will be affected if we treat them the way they love us, they can stop. It's good to know that Britain has a strong leader who does all of our Brexit deals. Shame his name is Macron. Boris Johnson succumbed to France's demands by accepting an additional 18 fishing permits for EU replacement boats in British seas, one source said. The administration of Emmanuel Macron had warned to respond against the United Kingdom if additional licenses were not issued, the British government of failing trade agreement to honour the conditions of the EU trade agreement. In the face of further French threats of EU-wide reprisal if additional licenses were not issued, Downing Street favourbled on Thursday that it would not back down. But many fishermen said, "Sorry Boris, I have stood with you in your conversations with the locals, but in the last 6 months you have shown that your judgment and leadership are weak." And how bad? Brexit Britain needs someone less and that will honour the election promises you gave us to bring you to power. We have our own fishing waters. Is not. We can control immigration and borders. Is not. To the people of the North, this is your mission, and you have failed. We may have big potential and commercial deals but not under you, do the right thing Boris. On the other hand, that's it now Boris, you're done in my eyes. I would never vote for Labour but I will never vote for you now. You are weak and have humiliated your country in front of the world and especially the gloating French. Contrary to many reproaches and misunderstandings of many people, the Prime Minister has really understood what is happening and done a lot of things that will have to be done before the hesitations and difficulties of reality. In Liverpool on Saturday, Foreign Secretary William Hague met with France's Jean-Yves Le Drian, the G7 Foreign and Development Minister, to discuss the crisis in Ukraine, a government source said. It was decided that the UK and France, two free market democracies with a long history of cooperation, must work together to promote freedom and democracy across the world, and to confront aggressors like Russia. There has to be a reasonable and pragmatic approach to bilateral problems like as migration, fishing rights and trade, said Ms. Truss in her speech today. Finally, a few people commented, Boris and Frost are completely ruining their own, and the Tory party's, reputations with their lack of action on Article 16 triggering. If the protocol is as bad as they claim, then why on earth wait until next May to solve it? Maggie Thatcher would have given the EU a month notice to trigger Article 16 a long time ago and it would have been done by now. We hope that the Prime Minister will soon change that. Macron must pay for what he did.